so excited to introduce you to Danielle Howard, owner of the Salt Room in Wesley Chapel, and also the you have a second location in Zephyr Hills at the Vandenberg Tennis Center.
Yep, Sarah Vandenberg Tennis and Wellness Center.
Excellent. So tell us about your business and how it got started, and give us a little overview of the different benefits that you explained to me and all of that.
So I was in the holistic field for over 13 years and was helping people every day, and I finally was like, I think it's time to pass this position on to somebody else because I feel like there's a calling, there's something more that I can do to help people. And my mission was to find something where I could give more to people than I could ever take from them. And I was very sick as a child, constant sinus infections, I was getting the injections for allergies, and I stumbled upon a salt room that always fascinated me up in Ocala, and that's when I was like, I could do this. So I thought about it, let it brood, kind of put everything together in my mind. My vision board, how we all do those things in our, you have this plan. And finally I was like, you know what? It's now or never. What do we have to lose? So I'm going to do it.
Awesome.
And I went for it and, found the location and found just the opportunity where I could do this and create this and make this my own, and I could finally give back the way that I wanted to. So that's where the Salt Room blossomed from.
Awesome. Excellent.
So we've been able to help so many people. I mean, our youngest was 2 days old. Oldest was 99 and a half. So hopefully we'll have that client one day that passes 100.
Yep.
But it is every single day. It's rewarding. Whether I'm here on site or at the other location, I always hear a success story, and it fulfills me. That's the whole reason why I did it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Excellent. So tell us a little bit about the benefits of
the therapy itself.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, I like to start from the beginning because I've noticed that just because I know, that doesn't mean everybody else knows.
Absolutely.
And it's one of those things when you do it for so long, you're like, oh, well, it totally works. You should just believe me. But people want to know why, right?
Sure, absolutely.
So when you come into these rooms, there's, as you can see, there's 4 tons of hand-thrown salt on the walls, on the floors. Yes, a lot. Day after day, hand throwing. Yeah, it was a lot of work.
Yes.
But we pump in pure sodium chloride into our special halo generators, and that's really, I say, that's where the magic happens, because if you don't have that, you really don't have effective dry salt therapy. So what that does is it pulverizes the salt into these micro mini particles, and that's what you're breathing in for the full 45 minutes. Okay. So everything else in here is aesthetics, relaxing, helps with the negative ions and to just get your body in that relaxed state. But the dry salt particles that you're inhaling, they actually, when they get into the upper and lower respiratory, they're reducing the inflammation first. So they widen those airways, and then the salt can penetrate deeper. Okay. That's where it starts to, it acts like an expectorant. So salt's an expectorant, lands on those mucus cells, making it water soluble, and then the body wants to expel it. So whether you cough, sneeze, blow your nose, the body it wants to get it out, thins out the mucus. And that's when people start to see big difference, especially when you have impactions. I hear a lot of people, I don't have any issues, but I guarantee you get sinus infections, or it builds up, or you get a tension headache. And what they don't understand, it's, day after day of breathing in those pollutants. Right. When you don't clear them out, they're going to build up. So we call it respiratory hygiene.
Okay. That makes complete sense. Yes, absolutely. What has surprised you about owning a business?
There's lots of challenges. I mean, the first year we got hit with a hurricane. Second, we got hit with a hurricane. Third, we got hit with COVID. And this year is all about rebuilding and growth. And I think that the best part about everything that's happened is you go through these cycles, and you do what everyone, tells you to do or that you think is right, and there's some very, very good feedback. You don't want to keep reinventing the wheel, but everyone's business, there's specific things that are different than they are for somebody else. Sure. And for us, we just poured ourselves into our clients. And now we have clients that want to be here. We still will have the select few that come in because it's a fad or they think it's neat. And we still love that because they get to experience it. And one day when they finally feel like they need it, you know, they're going to come back.
Sure.
But now it's life-changing, and that just it keeps pushing you. You know, that's where everything blossoms. And my staff they're the most important thing to this business because it becomes like family, not only with them, but with your clients. And that's where I think the biggest thing that I've learned is that you have to treat your staff differently.
Yes.
And I know there's a lot of corporate America and different things that we do, and there's a reason for all of those things. But in a place like this, I can't treat and take care of staff that way because that's not who I am, and that's not what keeps staff like that.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. The one thing that I have learned, though, is that I do have to put, you know, myself, my mental health, and I need to take care of myself.
Yes.
So it's now gotten to the point, you know, COVID all taught us that, that, you know, family and the whole reason, I don't want people to ever forget the reason why they started their business or why they're doing what they're doing.
Right.
So for us, it's, you know, if I have a day and I need to be with my children, you know, if something happens to the business, we're going to rebuild. It's okay. Like, I don't have to be on call 24/7.
Yes. I know
the biggest thing.
A lot of times especially if it's a family business, it's easy for the business to come before the family, but it really has to be the other way around
it has
to be successful. And
same thing with the staff.
Yeah.
You know, they need time. Like, you know, there's not this certain manual that you get this many days off, and because we can do that because we're small.
Sure.
And we all respect each other.
Absolutely.
So family is our main core here.
That's awesome. And you have some other interesting and somewhat unique services and professionals here in the space as well.
We're trying to create, I have a very, very large vision for what I want this to be in the next 6 years, but I'm trying to create like that wellness sanctuary, that center where you can come and we can help you mind, body, spirit. So we have Salt Therapy, which obviously is our number one. We do adult and children, but then we have organic hair colors. So she's here, you know, no formaldehyde, no ammonia. So when you come in the Salt Room, you don't smell it. Everyone's like, what is that? I don't even smell anything. How is somebody in here doing hair? Right. We have Dr. Steve, who is our acupuncturist. He's done phenomenal, and we all joke because we have a lot of people that come in for infertility. Infertility is not a joke, but the joke of it is that literally every client that has come in for infertility, he's gotten pregnant.
Wow.
So there's the joke part of that.
Right.
But he is amazing, and he truly cares, and he's been, you know, a great addition to the Salt family.
Excellent.
Regina's our master esthetician, and the love and care that she puts into what she does it's just amazing. That's why she's always booked. She's phenomenal. I do what's called neurofeedback, so it's advanced brain training. So I can help, you know, my son has done it since he's been 3, and I've had clients upwards of 88 years old come in and do it, so that's been very rewarding.
Absolutely.
And then we have a holistic wellness coach that will help with the gut and, you know, hormones and anything we can do to help. And then, you know, kind of like what you do, we go out into the community and we find people that we can partner with, because if we can't help you, we want to find somebody that's going to help you.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent. So you mentioned about kind of having a 6-year vision. What's your goal for the next year?
My goal for the next year is to be able to celebrate our 5-year anniversary big.
Excellent.
And we want to give back. We're very big about the community, supporting other local small businesses, especially female-owned businesses.
Excellent.
It's something that, you know, all of my girls, they all dabble in their own little thing. So trying to uplift them, uplift our clients that own businesses as well. But we really just want to be able to dig in and educate the community on why people need salt therapy. And I would like to help other people open other locations like we were talking about, so that we could help more people and just get the education out there and have a healthier community and start with the young children.
Yeah.
Because if we start there, the education, keeping them healthy, respiratory good, then we can avoid a lot of these, different ailments that they're dealing with right now.
Sure. Excellent. This is the tough question.
Okay.
What's your favorite Wesley Chapel business?
Oh, I have a category for each different one, right?
I won't limit you to one. You
yes.
Share a couple.
Oh my goodness, I could share a ton. So when it comes to food, we literally me and the girls, we eat there all the time. It's become our place. The owners are absolutely amazing.
Awesome.
Buttermilk Provisions for Coffee, which just changed their name.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for the crates to come in so we can get back to supporting them and, enjoying all of their delicious gluten-free treats that they have.
Yes.
When it comes to other family-owned businesses, one of my very good friends that I used to work with owns the cryotherapy in Wesley Chapel. So Cryex there, Jesse and Biko, they're amazing, and that is a true family business in Wesley Chapel.
Yep.
Very much so. And then, of course, Sarah Vanderberg Tennis and Wellness Center.
Yes.
It's become like my second home. And just the vision and the amount of people and the children that I see there that are being able to live out their dreams because of somebody else's dream.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
So there's a ton more I could go on about, but yes.
And then the last kind of a bonus question. COVID obviously was, really devastating for a lot of people and it had an unfortunate impact on the entire world. But I have seen, as awkward as it sounds, some good things come out of COVID. What's a good thing that you have seen come out of the COVID experience?
I've seen that, even in my own personal, but with my staff and my clients, that people aren't letting the dollar and work rule their life anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's become family. We've realized that if we don't have our family and our friends in a good solid unit and we don't know who we are and take care of ourselves first, then we can only go for so long.
Yep.
And that was the biggest lesson that I've learned, is to just let be, enjoy the people that are around you, enjoy life, and simplify, because it doesn't matter how sick you are, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't, none of that matters. It makes it easier, right? Sure. But family, just family, the unit, and the community coming together. Yeah. Because even when we were forced to shut down, my girls came in, and especially Monica stepped up tremendously, and we were going around and helping local communities and making hundreds of masks, especially her and her mother, because we didn't know what was happening, and we felt helpless. And we had clients that came and said, "Let me pay your electric bill." Like, we know we were just about to hit that line and be able to breathe. And to furlough all your, your girls and yourself and your family. And I'm like, so what did we do? We dug in and just kept giving.
That's awesome.
So
awesome. Yes. Excellent. Anything else that you want to share that I didn't ask about?
I would just like people to come and give it a try.
Excellent.
I really would. And you have to be open to it. Some people, they're like, oh, after one session, I felt amazing. And I love that. I absolutely love it. But we have to remember that consistency is key, and we need to clear everything up. So even if you do come in and you're like, I didn't feel much movement or tingling, or I didn't hear those things or feel those things that you said. Consistency is key. So just trust us. This is what we do. We're going to help you. And like I said, if we can't, we're going to find somebody that can.
Awesome. Excellent. Well, thank you so much. And everybody, please come and check out the Salt Room in Wesley Chapel. It is amazing, and I can't wait to come and give it a try myself.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
I appreciate this.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.